Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Company Wars 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the US forces, we have RunIntoMySkill. Spawn on the left side as the British forces, we have SkYisTheLimiT. Spawn on the top right side as the Pounds Elite player, we have SMOKO. And spawn as the Wehrmacht forces, we have DexNisTheLiMit MATADOR. Honestly, I hate the concept of one-man snipers in Company Wars 1, 2, and if it's like that in 3, all the same as well. I sort of like the concept of like the Jaeger Light Infantry and the Pathfinders in Company Wars 2 as a support unit rather than people treated as a one-man army. Oh, got a lot of chats going on. I wasn't really paying attention. SkYisTheLimiT squad eyeing to capture the central cutoff point. His HQ command truck has not backed on up. Let's get him selected. There's more variety of what openers that the British players can do. We've got Wehrmacht quarters and barracks spawn field, pretty standard. We do have now the engineers inside the garrison and G43 squad moving around. And now we do have the HQ command truck pulling out a lieutenant. Unscoped rifle squad, maybe eyeing for the mission sector as the scope rifle squad advances up north. There is a pioneer and 2 pioneers in this region. Engineer squad has received a small arms fire. Got 2 engineer squads in this region. And now we do have the Panzer Grenadier squad getting forced on back. Just too many squads for him to deal with. He could potentially deal with the 2 engineers, but not with the riflemen in support. Scope Rifle squad eyeing for the garrison. Does deny from the MG42. He may either focus on the Pioneer or if the MG42 a good idea. The Pioneer is very wounded. I'll be tapped to just quickly force him back. Let's see, is focused on the MG42 first. Does get damage there. Got a slit trench trying to be pulled up by the unupgraded squad. HQ command truck's going for a Bren carrier and then to pack up. So that's when he's packing up now. Engineers advance forward, trying to get a bit of damage from the engine on those Panzer Grenadiers. Rifle squad does back to light cover there. There's only 2 windows on the side, so it's not a great garrison to fight from. The engineer squad does fall back there. And now we've got the Scorpion squad advancing out of the garrison. So we're seeing a bit of fire from the motorcycle, however. Over here, the Kaliningrad just moving around, captures some sectors. Does not fully complete the slit trench just yet, waiting till the last moment to finish off. And Grad being forced on back. Now we've got the rifle squad hitting the Panzer Grenadier. Now here we've got the Pioneers push way forward. We've got the motorcycle in the bush. Really hard to see them. MG42 now advancing down south. Panzer Grenadiers and Kaliningrad captured the fuel point. Rifle squad still engages G43 squad. Maybe a different squad in there. Yep, so just 2 windows firing. I suppose with Panzer Grenadiers, 2 windows is fine. Not a huge issue. Mortar in place not going up. Bren carrier pushes way forward. And we got the Volksgrenadier, maybe eyeing for Panzerfaust, probably a little bit too early for that. And does have a small arms fire onto the slit trench, so the slit trench may get destroyed, does cancel the mortar replacement. Intersection now fighting behind the heavy cover there, Volksgrenadiers push way forward. I would be have to take the motorcycle and focus on the slit trench just to make sure it just doesn't get complete. Does fire Panzerfaust there, getting a good hit there onto the Bren carrier. Lieutenant does go and get himself a taxi. It does say for the repairability now on the back for the Bren carrier. Motorcycle advancing forward. Lieutenant is in the region. Lieutenant seeing a bit of fire there. Volksgrenadiers are not doing all too well in hell. Panzerfaust does connect, takes out the Bren carrier. Does get damage and crit there. Lieutenant may be able to defeat it himself. And there we go. Lieutenant destroyed himself a motorcycle. Rifleman squad and flame engineers push way forward. Kaliningrad does get forced back, so does the G43 squad. Right now, the field control is very much in favor of the Allies at the moment. A lot of the Axis forces are just withdrawing. And the HQ command truck has been set up in this munition sector, but more in the center towards, so we'll be able to fire some fire support towards a fuel point. Or it could be detrimental and be him being locked down right here. Field support truck now being pulled on out, going for more sludge trenches. Very nice. And now this rifle squad's capturing the central VP. This will be a triple capture in favor of the allies. Do now have a Wehrmacht sniper deployed out in the field.
The lads have completed the slit trench. Rain guns and magazines issuing.
Brands have been equipped. Now they're inside a slit trench there. That can provide some good fire support in that region. Does abandon the trench there, going for another slit trench. Pioneers and Volksgrenadiers advance forward. Sniper in the mix as well. Rifleman eyeing for that heavy cover. This rifleman does get outside the garrison, and now the Scorpion squad try to go for a vigorous replacement there. It does get interrupted. Sniper received quite a bit of damage there, being a negative cover there, resulting in a lot of extra damage. Flame Engineers advance forward. There is an STG squad in this region, however. Flame Engineers does get some great damage here. Does fall back, may get wiped out, does get wiped out. 2-2 now pull on the field. Grenadiers trying to push move forward, getting some damage there. Rifle squads may want to focus on the STG squad and perhaps get sticky bomb research. Let's see if he has sticky bomb research or being researched. Nope. He may not have it researched either. Rifle squads, we're seeing quite a bit of damage there, getting body blocked by that STG squad and being chased all the way back home. He may lose one of these squads. Engineers advancing forward, trying to give it damage there. It does get wiped out one of the squads, and does wipe out both of them. Ooh. Does cancel supply yard there. Flame Engineers trying to get a bit of purse there. He's not in a good position right now.
We hold the initiative. Our front lines are collapsing. Will be taking Berlin by Christmas.
There's a triage center here for our healing. Our squad does full withdrawal, but that squad is very, very wounded. Good chance he could actually get wiped out as well. Now he's trying to pursue him. STG squad here to support as well. Does get a good number of models tied on up, but the leader will fall back in time. He decides to blitz on forward. Does receive a bit of healing there. May want to get inside the garrison. And does lose the entire squad there as well. Oof. That's all of his rifleman squads down. Up north, we got the Scorpion squad push way forward, forcing back those pioneers. Those bunch of slit trenches there. Advance forward, trying to give it damage. At this point in time, both of us probably would not hurt. They may need to go for just something at least. He has PS on the field, doesn't have a captain just yet.
Target has been secured. Should we build it up?
Both grenadiers push way forward, trying to give it damage there. Rifleman squad getting some good damage onto it. We got some activate fire onto the HQ command truck. Both grenadiers getting a bit of damage on the scope rifle squad. These intersection advancing forward, not fully healed. These squads may be trying to get inside the garrison. They do get inside the garrison. Probably a good angle for them to fire out of. Looks like one of them is firing towards the grenadier squad. The grenadier squad is going to get hit significantly, but some of these are intersection as well.
Attacking our supply.
Both grenadiers will be on peak after that point there. Does get forced back. And this grenadier squad does get forced back as well. Down south, to force back another rifleman.
Seers have what they need to call in artillery.
The British forces now have deployed out Royal Artillery. The US player may have stuck with Doctrine. He only has 2 command points. I think at this point in time they should have 3. Maybe just 2 is correct. If I compare to other players, so 2 is probably the right amount. AT gun does get decrewed there. Damage and crit there onto the Greyhound, and not Greyhound, 2-2, and does go down to the Greyhound. This Wehrmacht player has selected defense. Pack 38 does not get a shot off there. In fact, that's actually captured up by the British forces. And the British player would love to have a Pack 38 because Fiats, in my opinion, are just unreliable.
Pioneer team ready.
Panzer Grenadiers gain some good repairs. Do have another half-track and AT gun being deployed in the field.
Complete.
The eye of the Reich Eagle surveys the battlefield.
Light AT gun now deployed in the field does have the improved spotting as well for the Wehrmacht player. The Panzer player has so far not selected the auction, has selected the structures for the Panther research. Going for base healing. Can't say what research he has at the moment, but probably need a bit of fuel either way. It does have 3 Panzer Grenadier squads, light the half-track and 2-2. Light the half-track does roll a miss there. It does get a hit there on the 2-2. Rifle squad just fighting away from heavy cover. And looks like we do have the AT gun and half-track advance in this sector. Looks like it's currently not garrisoned. And now we do have an M2 howitzer barrage raining on in. Pretty sure that's M2 howitzer. Or it could be the British 25-pounder. Yep, it's not from the US player. You have a British 25-pounder deployed on the field. Greyhound gains some good damage down to 2-2. Light the half-track, not facing the right direction. Flame engineers advance forward. Rifle squad behind a bit of heavy cover there, and sections are making their way forward as well. We got a good hit there from officer artillery. Get some good model drops there. Light half tracks falling back.
Go ahead.
Volks Grenadiers and Red Grenadiers moving forward. Got a bit damage onto the intersections. AT gun trying to find some hits there onto the garrison. Got the slit trench now crewed by some scope rifles there. Those elements there on the half track. Grenadiers and regular Grenadiers. Volks Grenadiers and regular Grenadiers are pushing way forward, trying to get some damage there. The church has been deployed on the field. You can ask his teammate to garrison it. His Brent squad is severely wounded. And his Brent squad does go ahead and garrison the slit trench. It may be a good idea to tag out and let the riflemen sit in there. They are good. They can be a good squad to fight from there. Yes, this roll of paramedics there on the Grenadiers. AT guns currently camouflaged back here, plus a little bit wounded. They know it exists. I do have the armor command truck for the British forces. We do driving away. Oh, here we got these Panzer Grenadiers push way forward. Oh, it says something to KIA. I'm not sure what it was. Oh, probably the AT gun. Got a large number of these Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers push way forward. Rifle squad does try to get the garrison. Greyhounds in the region. They've got 2 SDG squads hitting that rifle squad. Does go ahead and knock around the rifle squad there with the Greyhound. Very nice. Britain squad has not tagged out for a rifle squad. Goes to suppress fire there. There is a US landmine there. Does find one of the Panzer Grenadiers. Does get some good damage there. Falls back. Got a fully immobilized crit there onto the Greyhound there. Good hits down the light track. Does get destroyed by the M1 AT gun. Brent squad needs to fall back sooner rather than later. It needs to probably scuttle it. Does scuttle it.
Infantry closing in on us.
Ooh, and officer artillery does get a great hit there. Grenadier squad does fall back there. The other Grenadier squad may want to get out of the garrison and fall back as well. Does fall back to the garrison. Could get reinforced there. Down to one last model there. Rolls in the on the pan truck. The Grenadier still has, or the Greyhound still has plenty of health to work with. Now got the Flaming Engineers advancing on forward as well. Left flank is being catched up by the British forces once again. So some ghost slit trenches it is. Arm squad push way forward, trying to get some damage on these Volks Grenadiers. It does get a shot down the Greyhound. Greyhound's almost dead. Good hit there, but does get main destroy crit there. Does get decrewed, throws a rifleman frag there. And these forces are trying to fall back to the half track there, get reinforcements. They currently have missions to research. Half track received another good hit there by the Piet. Grenadiers and Volks trying to engage, but they're a little bit wounded there before the fatherland has been activated. Grenadiers has all 5 models there, but severely wounded. Probably use medical crate ability. Soft retreats away. And we got Pioneers repairing up the half track now. Good who's severely damaged. Got the sappers and the intersection pushing their way forward. Lieutenant captured both the region. Lieutenant is severely wounded, does fall back nice and early. Piet rolls a miss there. Another Grenadier squad advances forward. The half track see quite a bit of repairs. The half track does see a bit of fire there. That's Grenadier see a bit more fire there.
Supercharged rounds to the army line.
Supercharged rounds are now available. Take a look at each player's doctrines. The British forces have plenty of resources at the moment. A lot of manpower, a lot of munitions. SkY's command tank, going for a Firefly. US player is going for armor, has plenty of manpower. Going for the Calliope line. Does have quite a bit of munitions to work with. That is definitely Scorched Earth. And has a decent amount of fuel to work with as well. His teammate, or his opponent, the Paisley player has gone for Scorched Earth, has plenty of manpower, not much of anything else at the moment. No Panther being researched, not sure how the research project progress is. And for the defense player, he does have some manpower, no munitions, and little fuel. Command tank advancing forward, trying to get some hits there on the Grenadier. Does force him back. Not necessarily hits, but crushes. We've got some artillery raining on in. Rifle squad's straight forward. Grenadier see a bit of damage there. Rifleman frag has been thrown. Gets a great hit there. 6 models, 7 models went down that frag grenade. Grenadier squad does fall back. Volks Grenadiers do not fall back. Vector target being cast on in by the captain. And Lieutenant falls back as well. 2-2 now trying to blitz on forward. Receive deadly hits there from the Firefly. And now the Vector target is raining on in. Maybe I'll take out... Never mind. The Greyhound take out the Tank Buster. Now we do have a pair of casualties being recovered, so 1 more there. 2 more casualties until free squad. Like a punch-out card. You buy 10 purchases there, you get 1 free, right? In this case, recover 6 casualties, you get 1 free squad. Command tank and Firefly push way forward, but won't be able to do much for his Tank Buster. Got the Scope Rifle squad in support as well. Though that Firefly has done some decent damage there. Beautiful boy designated marksman there. Nope, he does not get it off there. More artillery raining on over here. Not sure what doctrine research of the Bearmark player has at the moment, but I do see a PAC-38 being built on the field. Pentrack squad, or Pentrack and SCG squad advance forward. Pentrack squad does fall back. It's getting some great damage there onto that rifleman. Rifle squad does fall back now. Now got, I think that maybe creeping barrage been brought in. Could be an Ox artillery of some sort. Black 88 firing some shots randomly. Smoke round does miss or connect with the 251. Factory does get overrun by these forces as well. Maybe we'll get the crew. Very likely it will. And squad advance up forward. Does manage to camouflage away. And all these horses do fall back now. Got now 2 Fireflies on the field that can really rip apart Panthers. Another Feral player. Still unknown battle phase. Thank you. And get some good rest. We do not have the Hesley player. Still don't know his progress towards the Panthers. Doesn't have the available at the moment. Looks like one of the players may be lagging out a little bit. Maybe fully lagged out of the game. Grenadier does get a bit damage there. Oh, it's the Brit. Cinder Grenade Spawn thrown. Takes out that intersection there. Rifle Squad trying to stop that Grenadier. It's still lagging a little bit. That ain't good. He did lose one of the Fireflies there. Some good stare on the Fireflies. Got a Cromwell on the field. And I think he is microing the Cromwell tank, so I think he's back in the game. Really, really bad lag spike. He's losing a large number of nope, he's still lagging on the game. Also, like the... I'm not sure what the Cromwell is doing this entire time. Unable to take out that Firefly just yet, and he does get taken over by an AI. Cromwell does go down. Command tank's still here. Command tank's sort of retreating. Now we got the Central VP being repaired up by the US player. Sort of shame that he lagged out. Got a bit of shots there on the rifleman. Now over here we do have a Calliope as well as a Pack 38. Medic station currently has 1 capture covered. Looks like the British medics are in this area as well. So it looks like he's not grabbing any captures for himself, just all for the US player. Calliope barrage radioing in, trying to hit the Flak 88. Flak 8 does see the small hit there. And looks like the point has been disabled. ×2. Over here. Hummel will now pull on the field. Do now have the AT gun now getting overrun by the Grenadier squad. The AI's Firefly does see a bit of fire there. Grenade's been thrown. Does fortunately avoid it. Scope our squad and intersection does try to repair up that Central VP. Those lose that squad entirely. Ooh. Yep, that is a lot of artillery rating in there.
Mobile howitzers have arrived and are ready to roll out.
The AI is trying to repair it up. He's actually pretty close to actually repairing. This 2-man squad has 75-80% complete. Booby trap buildings now available, and the point has been repaired. Half track does drop off some forces here. Grenadiers and Pantrix. Same bit of fire there. Rifle squad just currently suppressed there. Flame engineers gain some good damage on here. And it looks like the Pentagoners are actually trying to capture the VP. There's currently a double capture against the Hesley players. In fact, look how little VPs they have. They can't scorch point, they have to capture it. So this game can still go in favor of the allies, even though one of the players have been dropped and now is an AI. Get a bit of damage on the armor command truck. A lot of Pantrix in this region. Does decapture this point as well. This one has been captured on up, and this point is being decaptured now. US player is going to have a lot of work on his hand. Disables that point. Knows he can't keep it secure, so might as well disable it. Howdy. STG squad advancing on forward, trying to get a bit of damage here. And the AI is going to need some reinforcements, I'm sure. Let's see what the AI is doing at the moment. Not reinforcing these squads, that's what he's doing. He is reinforcing this one there, but the AI needs to start reinforcing a lot of stuff. His teammate has plenty of munitions to work with, including field repair. He does have 2 Calliope's and a Greyhound. He does not have a tank depot at the moment, so you may want to eye for that. Pack 38 rolls a shot there, got some artillery rating on in. Getting some hits there onto the PF squad. Up here, Lieutenant trying to push forward. He's currently following a squad. Apparently way back here. Looks like the M2 howitzer does get a good hit there. Maybe that's officer artillery from that AI officer. And there goes that command tank. Rocket squad push forward, does get some good suppression there. Does pick up Pantrick there with that Grenadier. The rocket squad needs an eye for the VP. Alexander, we do have the SkYisTheLimiT squad to capture the central VP. Good number of Panzer Grenadiers trying to stop them, however. 5P may be able to get a very close range barrage here. Does see hits there by the Flak 88. Flak 88 has half health. Flak 38 does get this wiped out there. British artillery raining on in. His armor, he's starting to decap the point there with the Greyhound. Very, very nice. And Central VP has been decaptured. Rocket squad does get a bit of damage there onto the Grenadier. There's no frag grenade there, rolls and miss there. Rifle squad falling back. This point is being captured up. Does use field repair to repair up the Clyde piece. Rifle squad, that point is disabled. This point disabled. We're trying to repair it. And now this point is kept by the US player. So leaving those points disabled and stack throwing everything on the northern flank would be very useful to help keep them to win the game. They don't have a lot of the player and the AI don't have a lot of VPs to maintain. We do advance forward with ITF track. Flak 8 getting some pot shots on in, and now we've got the rifle squad being suppressed by the M242. Other VPs being decaptured. This play has a large number of field weapons on the field. It looks like that rifle squad does get forced back by an artillery barrage. AI still advances forward, gains some hits there onto the M242. Central VP is still being trained paired up by the British forces, by the AI. This point has been scorched as well. All points have been scorched. Now I got a booby trap there. Let's see where the booby traps are at. No booby traps in on either of these 2 points. So the Brits able to capture the sector. The Axis players have been counted down once again. They have M1AT gun firing away, as well as the steward in this region. Have the Grenadier squad advance and forward. Flamer, Pioneer, Flamer Engineers those force them back. Got the Greyhound still alive as well. Specialty 3. Landmine here as well.
Fearless troops have yet again destroyed the enemy's armor.
Looks like I think the Stuart went down there, trying to capture this point there. There goes light TF track. Grenadiers trying to advance them forward. And looks like these squads will, the engineer will capture the point there. And now those forces do capture that central VP. Not looking for the X players. Scorching this point was a horrendously bad idea. As Grenadiers trying to decapture this point there. Rifle squad does throw a grenade on top of them, wiping them out. And the point has been decaptured. Does scorch it as once again. Both here, the engineers are repairing up this point. Intersections in this region, Grenadiers getting hit significantly. The US player throwing the Clyde barrage there. We've got the half-track pushing way forward. Another Clyde barrage running on in. Gains great damage there onto those Grenadiers. Goes full back. Wipes out Grenadier squad. Drops the Pantrack there. The half-track stays alive for now. Points disabled. This point should be repaired relatively soon. Does wipe out another squad there, gets some efficiency across the front line. Flak 88 has been recrewed, and this one has been paired up and being captured up by the engineers. So to capture the points, well, we do have now the rifle squad eyeing for a sticky bomb somewhere. Does get a sticky bomb onto the half track. It takes to the half track there. Flak 88 should be decrewed relatively soon, and this one has been captured on up. Does retreat back immediately to avoid the artillery. Oops. Hey, minimap goes crazy once again. Rifle squad will be able to capture that point relatively soon as well. The Flak 88 does get decrewed. It may be a good idea if the rifleman squad actually capture up the Flak 88 and throw some rounds on that Hummel. They may actually draw fire from these Panzerstrecks to try to get it destroyed. He does capture the Flak 88 now. Very, very nice. This point has been disabled once again, and this central point has been repaired up, and looks like the intersection will be captured at the point now. Will they capture one? Maybe, maybe not. I think capturing a flak 88 is probably a little better than capturing a Pantrek. Artillery barrage running on in. Got these forces trying to capture the point. Let's get a good hit there. See more artillery, force back the Panzer Grenadier, and this point has been captured up.
Enemy unit down.
He is just trying to general move orders on the decrypted flak 8. Does get a good Panzer shot there, and he did use allied field repair on that flak 88, which may still be. Yep, the allied field repair is actually repairing up the flak 88. I do hear a booby trap. This one has been repaired. Does see some booby traps there, the AI. Does drop a friend. This one's has been captured on up. The Axis blades are quickly captured down. This point is going to be captured by the allies. This captures will not be captured up by the players. So it looks like the allies will win with an AI. Yep, field repairs did repair up the flak 88. Order of operations sometime. Trying to capture this point there. Got a collide barrage running on in. That Panzer squad will not last all too long. And that is the end of the replay. This is Aaron Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.